translate with his online.
Okay, it started. If you do not understand, ask me and I'll do it explain in English. Okay? Okay. That's why I asked you English or Arabic. Okay. We can use both back in English, no problem. Okay. Next stage. First, I congratulate you all on your achievement, I would say, as you became a student of this prestigious university. I can claim that this is a prestigious university, even if many Uzbek students do not know about this university, but the future of this university is quite bright, because here there is a very limited level of corruption. Okay, we'll be talking about corruption. If you have some cheating, okay, you will be exactly punished. I don't want to say about this, okay. But if you work hard, okay, you will grow. From this point of view, I can claim, okay, there is a future of this university. Today, I am going to give you kind of detailed information about plagiarism and how to avoid plagiarism. Many people, I say not students, many people in Uzbekistan, even the academic staff or pedagogical staff working in university or research institutes, do not know the essence of plagiarism. Today we are going to understand the essence of it. Okay, first, you need to be integrated into the system, into the requirements of the university. Okay, what are required from you? Honesty, trust, fairness, respect, responsibility, courage. I'm not going to read all of it. The information is too much. Is it possible to magnify it? Okay.
Right.
How did you manage it?
Just my.
Okay.
Maybe. So.
Okay, if necessary, I will ask you. Okay, this is fine now. Okay, you know about honesty. You have to be honest. Let me give you one example, please. Last week, someone was asking one teacher working here whether it's possible to help my nephew that he cheated during the examination, and the answer of the teacher was, I just passing that corridor and just helped unintentionally. And he said, okay, it's linked with the system, and I have no intention, and I have no right to help. Which means, okay, all the things are regulated by the system, and the inclusion of teacher to help someone is very low, almost zero. That's why you need to be honest in order to help yourself. Okay? Trust is significant. You have to be transparent. Okay, fairness is required. Respect. Let me give you one example about respect. It's impossible not to consider the mood of someone. Okay? We are required as teachers to consider your mood. Okay? If you are not in a good mood, okay, we have to take into consideration, and based on that, we have to react. And you are required to consider the mood of a teacher, which means, okay, by approaching the democracy, it's impossible to find the solution to all questions. Okay? From this point of view, respect is required everywhere in the world. It's not only in Uzbekistan. Responsibility. You have to be on time to do the tasks because you are a master student. You are given only 12 months, right? Only 12 months, so it's very dense. Your timetable is very dense, and the information is too much. I wish you good luck, but you have to work hard. If you are working somewhere and studying here, it will be very difficult. From this point of view, you need to be responsible. You have to feel the responsibility. And courage, okay, you know about courage. Next. Students may not be familiar with academic integrity. Okay, you need to go this page. If you organize a kind of group for us all in Telegram, I'll be sharing this PPT file, and you'll find the link there. You can find the information about the rules through this file. Next, please. And Academic Integrity Office at University of California, San Diego describes to students how to excel with integrity. This information was given in the RAU official website, and I request you to get familiar with this information as well. Next page. As I said, I'll be sharing this file with you, so you'll have time to read it. Plagiarism, the main topic of our conversation today. Any idea of what plagiarism is?
Internet resources.
No, plagiarism is it just taking someone's work as your own work?
Fine.
Exactly as your own.
Fine. Yeah. Thank you.
Stealing.
Copy paste is one of the parts of plagiarism. Okay. Plagiarism. Okay. Very shortly, informally, I say plagiarism is showing someone's idea. I'm saying idea, not the text. Someone's idea is your own. Okay? It can be copy-paste, the worst type of plagiarism. And most people understand that plagiarism is only copy-paste. No, it's not like that. Plagiarism is stealing the idea of someone and showing as your own. And is it possible to detect it? Yes, today it's very easy. Very easy. I'll show you examples. Plagiarism is the act of using someone else's words, ideas, not copy-paste, again, without giving them proper credit. Okay, you don't have to understand this sentence. Okay, you give credit, you show the reference where you took that text, and you avoid the plagiarism. No. This is the definition in general. And as I understand, you guys are around science, technology, yeah? Not economy. Is there someone who is studying economy here?
Yes, we
Yes.
stuff.
Okay, even if you are economy, okay, I would say you are not historian, you are not librarian, you are not linguist, yes? Which might necessitate to let's say analyze what was said by someone. Historians, for example, can quote, okay, Albert Einstein said this, and the meaning of that could be that. Okay, from you, this kind of interpretation is not required. That's why, okay, giving a proper credit and copying someone's text is not required from you.
What if we mix our own ideas with others?
Welcome. Because it's a detailed information is required to answer your question, okay? Okay, it's a form of intellectual dishonesty. Plagiarism is a form of intellectual dishonesty and can have serious consequences in academic and professional settings. Last year I had 8 students, half of them could not pass the exam because of the plagiarism. Half of them. I explained it in detail. I talked about this a lot, but still half of them could not pass. Okay, and they had to spend twice more time. Okay, at first they were planning to economize their time, yeah, by spending less energy. Okay, they wanted to pass more smoothly, but at the end they needed to spend twice more time because they have to submit their work again. If you cannot pass because of the plagiarism, you are giving a chance, one chance. still, if you cannot do, okay, I don't want to speak about it, it is a kind of big problem. That's why you have to be very careful with plagiarism. Plagiarism can be intentional, unintentional, but either way, it's wrong and unethical. The thing is, teacher cannot decide, okay, this plagiarism was unintentional, that's why I have to help the student. No, it's impossible. Okay, there are pointers that we have to take into consideration. I mean, for example, we have to pay our attention as teachers if the percentage of plagiarism is more than, if less or more than 20%. That 20% is given in order to take the possibility that sometimes you have to use the consequences of 3-4 words, consequent words. Okay, that's why sometimes students, not only students but also teachers, cannot avoid plagiarizing. That's why the 20% is given. But if in your work, let's say all the plagiarism is one place, 90% of the text is free of plagiarism, white, and 10% is red color. It's awful, and the teacher should take into consideration that the text is plagiarized and the student cannot pass. Yes?
We'll make assessments of all words.
I'm showing you. Can you change to Chrome? Alt tab.
Alt tab?
Yes, I mean Alt and tab.
Alt tab.
Okay, let's. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm going to switch to website.
Yes. Here. Okay. There are different colors in plagiarism. And can you choose this one?
This one.
Yes.
Feedback Studio.
Yes.
Yeah.
This text belongs to one researcher who submitted his work to one of the scientific journals, and those scientific journals often ask some reviewers to estimate whether the work has novelty, whether the work is worth of publishing in their journal. And I am one of people who are sent this kind of revisions. And this is one of the revisions I faced in the last 2 weeks. And I checked against plagiarism, and I found this information plagiarized quite highly. The percentage is 52. And what I say, again, you don't have to accept that paper. Yeah, good, thank you. Okay, you might have an idea. Okay, this is also plagiarism. You don't need to worry about it. We can filter it. Now it's not necessary. Okay, even if I filtered it, it was more than 36, something like that percentage. And my recommendation to the journal was, okay, you don't have to accept it. And if you have this kind of problem, okay, I mean, if you have this kind of plagiarized text, it will be considered seriously that the probability of your exam to pass is very little. Can we go back to colors? There are different colors in plagiarism. Okay, if it's blue color, okay, the machine, let's say, the algorithm consider there's no plagiarism. If it's green color, okay, the probability of that text to be plagiarized is up to 24%. That this kind of 24% levels can gather, and you might have higher than 25%, and it is also going to be a big problem for you. You understand me? Plagiarism does not mean that your text should be in red color. Red color is 75 to 100% matching. Okay? Even if your text is lower than 24%, but it is spread everywhere in your text, it is also plagiarism. Okay? I'll be explaining to you how to avoid. let's come back to this feedback.
Yeah.
Can we go up? Okay, here, okay, can you stop? Okay, this is fine, this is fine, this is fine. Can you go up again? Okay, plagiarize the text. Here we see plagiarize the text. And here we see plagiarize the text. Can you stop here? Teacher has a right to decide what to do with this kind of text in your work. Again, your text has 15% plagiarism, but that 15% plagiarism is located only in 10 or in 2 places like this. It is serious. Teacher has a right not to pass your work. You understand? Therefore, you need to understand properly, you need to understand appropriately the essence of the plagiarism. Now we are going to come back to PPT file, please. Can you magnify it? Yeah, right. I think you have to press F5.
F1. Yeah, this one.
Yes.
It's FN.
And we need to go down. Okay. Here, yes. I am repeating the same information for the 3rd year. You are the 3rd year students. I have been trying to explain the essence of plagiarism. But still, last year I had 50% students plagiarize it, and 2 years ago I had similar, about 45% students who plagiarize it. Sometimes I get a little bit nervous why we are here. I mean, the Uzbek society. That we always try to find an easy way. If you try to find an easy way, okay, it's not going to work for you, because the system has really a really good system that detects the plagiarized text. Not only plagiarized text, but also artificial intelligence used text. That's what we need to understand. We need to learn how to avoid it. There are different types of plagiarism. Direct plagiarism is, you said, copy-paste. Okay, you have to avoid it. You have to avoid all of them, but this is the one that you don't have to cross. You don't have to come close. Okay? The second one is paraphrasing. 15 years ago, okay, I had a writing practice in Scopus indexed journals more than 15 years. Okay, I can claim more than 10 years, more than 12 years. 15 years ago, if you paraphrased the text, okay, the system at that time could not detect that text as plagiarized. And today, this does not help. Some people consider, okay, it's going to help. No. By the way, on YouTube you can search my name, Akmal Asrorov, A-S-R-O-R-O-V, and you will find 15, 20 some video explanations about how to write a scientific paper, and there I explain it about plagiarism in Uzbek. Okay, paraphrasing does not help you. Okay, mosaic plagiarism, it's a kind of combining phrases or sentences from different sources. Still, okay, even if you are combining some text from this source, some text from this source, okay, the system will very easily catch you. How? Because it has access to detect. It has an access. The Turnitin has an access to see what was written in this source, what was written in that source. It can easily find the sequences of 5-6 words. If the system finds 5-6 words sequence that was copied, I'm not talking about the whole text. Okay, 5-6 words was copied from this source. Okay, it will be exactly in red color. Okay, that red color's percentage is higher than 75%. Again, that kind of 75% levels will cost more than 20% for the whole text. So, mosaic plagiarism, combining text from different sources, is not going to help you. Self-plagiarism, who asked the question? You? About self-plagiarism? You, yeah? Self-plagiarism, is it plagiarism? Yes. Yes, it is. No matter whether you are using it from your own source. Okay, it does. The thing is, the system, all the system, not only in education but also in research, like research journals, want you to develop your own idea for now. And you don't have to use this idea in the future. Or you don't have to use the idea generated by you in the history. Okay? Why is it? Because the system wants you to generate a new idea. Okay? From this point of view, okay, self-plagiarism is considered a serious problem as well. Accidental plagiarism, forgetting to cite a source, citing a source incorrectly, misquoting a source. Okay, this can be discussed among teachers, between the expert and the teacher, whether this is serious or not. Anyway, it's also serious. Why? Again, I repeat. What is quoting? Quoting is showing, copying text and not showing, showing the original text, original reference. You forget showing the original reference. Still, this is not a good idea. Again, this kind of practice is practical in social sciences, like psychology, history, linguistics, whatever like that, but not in economy or in applied sciences. Okay, so you need to understand, again, once more, read all this information and get acquainted with the content again. Please, next. The Royal Agricultural University does not tolerate academic misconduct, which is described as any action through which a student either gains, attempts to gain, or attempts to help others gain an unfair academic advantage in an assessment. This can be through cheating, plagiarism, or collusion, whatever. During the examination, two students were having a kind of conversation. The teacher, the expert who is checking them, noticed it and checked their text. At the end, he found one of them allowed another copying. Both of them could not pass the examination. You have to understand, okay, if a teacher decides, not only a teacher, someone will check the teacher's fairness after the teacher's examination. If they caught that someone allowed another one to copy, okay, it's not necessary during the lesson, it's not necessary whether they catch or not during the examination. If they find it even after the examination that two people have similar text, okay, both of them are going to be punished. Okay, no way. That's why you have to be honest. Okay, if you want to help your partner, okay, you have to help him until the examination, not during the examination. Okay? This can be through cheating. Okay, helping others, copying, attempts to gain, attempts to help others gain. Okay, we talked about this. Next, please. Let me give you one example. Last year I was checking the paper of, not last year, 2 years ago, in the festival of the university. I was checking the submitted papers of students, and one word was written very well. The meaning is very plain. There is no shortage anywhere. I thought, okay, it's not good, and I tried to find whether the text was copied from someone, from some places. I couldn't find it, and okay, I know that student does not have such an ability to write such a high-level paper. And I translated that information into Russian and searched it on Google. I found all the information from the same source. 1 to 1. Okay, Google Translation has some very little percentage differences, but anyway. I mean, for teachers, it's not difficult to find whether you are cheating or not. You don't have to try cheating. Okay, teachers can easily find. Teachers have an access to find whether you use artificial intelligence, whether you plagiarize a text, and also they have their own intellect. If it's very plain, if the meaning is kind of without any shortage, okay, they will catch you. That's why you have to be honest. Okay? This is the best way. Okay, in Uzbekistan, this kind of practice is not very popular, but it will be popular soon. I believe, maybe in 15 years, maybe in 20 years, but you are one of the first people who are integrated into this honest system. You have to be your best in order to be adapted to system and pass without any kind of problems. Okay, academic misconduct does not mean only plagiarizing, and it also means using artificial intelligence dishonestly. I have written, okay, this year 3-4 papers in Q1, Q2 journals, and I know what I am talking about. I have my good academic writing, I believe, and as an academic writer and as a teacher, I strongly recommend you to use artificial intelligence in your work. Because artificial intelligence does not help you to generate, let's say, to solve all the problems. Why? I use artificial intelligence more than you, and I know where the artificial intelligence has shortages. How? For example, if I find, okay, would it be alright to find, let's say, last week I searched to learn in vitro peptides using some online web resources. Artificial intelligence gave me BART or no, ChatGPT. ChatGPT showed me 7 or 8 web portals where I can find some, I can do some theoretical calculations, but none of them helped me. I knew, I checked it again, whether I can find a new source. It didn't help me. Why? Because the work, how the artificial intelligence works, it is based on the information given in that website, not in the expert's idea. Okay? I developed a website in which it's possible to generate some information, but it has a lot of lacks. But I write, okay, using this web portal, you can generate, you can calculate this, that, and the ChatGPT has an access to see it, and he shows you the information. Okay, it's possible to calculate this information using that website. But in reality, as an expert, I know it's impossible. Okay? I mean, the teacher who is teaching you research skills, or the teacher who is teaching you economics, already know about those artificial intelligence possibilities. You understand? Maybe I am the teacher who has very little experience here compared to other teachers. I mean, other teachers have practiced more than me. Some of them, for example, studied in Germany, some of them studied in US, Canada. Okay? I got my PhD here in Uzbekistan.
From Westminster?
No, I am a chemist.
Okay.
Well, yeah, we're talking about it. I mean, they have higher practice than me. Okay? You have to be sure it is almost impossible to cheat the teachers using artificial intelligence. you have to be very careful. I don't want to scare you. I have no intention. But at the beginning, you have to be very careful. You have to be ready to learning and understanding how the system works. Okay, some other types of academic misconduct can be. Okay, we talked about paraphrasing. We talked about copying, paying someone to write a work for you, purchasing from an essay. Okay, submitting joint work as your own individual. This is also very serious. You don't have to do it. It will be a problem. Cheating, copying, taking unauthorized materials into an exam. Resubmitting previous work. Okay. Yeah, this is also kind of practical here. Yeah, some students, bless you. Some students try to use this kind of work. Okay, it will be caught by the system with 100% copying. 100% will be shown because the system has an access to see it. And some students might develop their own ideas by asking some experts who are PhD students somewhere or some PhD obtained some guys who understand this topic better. Anyway, you have to try by yourself because tomorrow you need to explain. Okay? Briefly, I'll be explaining. You have thinking in English, right? While you are writing a paper, you think in English. And someone who is helping you, maybe got their education in Uzbekistan, thinks in Uzbek. Who thinks in Uzbek, I probably do not read the information in English. And in Uzbek language, I respect our education system, but with my respect, I am saying, in Uzbek, we are not able to find the up-to-date information. Not only in Uzbek, but also in Russian. Okay? We cannot compare the information in Uzbek, Russian, or other languages with those in English. So, you have to try to write your own work thinking in English. This is the best way, because tomorrow if you want to continue your work in PhD or you have plans to work somewhere abroad, you have to develop your thinking ability in English. Otherwise it will be difficult. So you have to work hard, guys. I highly recommend you this. Okay, okay, next. I think this is all now. If academic misconduct is proven, it can lead to severe penalties, including failure of a module, a requirement to resubmit the assessment for a capped or uncapped grade, expulsion from the university. There are different ways. Okay, I don't want to talk about this, but this is the information we have to understand. Okay, we have 15 more minutes. I'll try to spend some time to your questions. I will share this file with you. Please try to get acquainted with the contents. Okay? Next, please.
Next.
Yes, thank you. And this is about academic misconduct procedure. From this PDF file, you can find what will happen. Okay, if you in English, there's one proverb, very kind of old proverb, know thy enemy. You have to know your enemy if you want to overcome the obstacle, if you want to defeat him. And for that, you need to understand all the procedure. Okay, the information is much, but you have to read a lot. We are living in the 21st century, the century of what? Information. Yeah. So try to get acquainted with the contents, and you'll have more information about this. Can we go down next page, please? Okay, this is about the panel process. Next, please. academic misconduct procedure. This is about penalties. I think that's all. Okay, can we go down? Last page. Okay, 2-3 more pages. Okay, next. Okay, that's all for about plagiarism linked innovation. If you have questions, please let me know, and I will do my best to explain to you.
Yeah, I know. So you still haven't answered my question. Who will assess our works?
I'm sorry, again?
Who will assess, who will rate our works? Who will check our works?
The teacher who teaches you, the lecturer usually decides to assess your submitted papers.
Where we should submit? To the website, right?
You will have an access to virtual learning environment, VLE. I mean, in the Royal Society, Royal Agricultural University web portal, you'll be given a profile, and in that profile you have access to submit your paper to this coursework. Okay, you won't have any problem with the system.
Don't you know our academic calendar?
I'm sorry, academic?
Yes, do you know our academic calendar?
Okay, we have to generate our academic calendar. Okay, for now, I surely tell you that for the next 4 weeks we won't have any examination. Yes, I think after the 6th week we will have a first examination, and then after the 11th or 12th weeks you'll be given 1 week to prepare your paper, and then you will have time. You don't need to worry, yeah. But for the next 4 weeks, I already prepared 4 lectures when you are given the password to the system. You can see the research skills.
So from the week 6, we'll have this kind of assignments, right?
Yes.
And when we'll have our final exams, let's say, like 60 exams.
Okay, in different subjects, it's different.
It's different.
Yeah.
But we'll have like this final exams.
Okay.
Like
As I
Russian it's called session.
Yeah, as I understand, okay, it is different in different lectures. Okay, in our research skills module, we will have 12 weeks in this module.
Semester.
Yes, 12 weeks means we will have 12 lectures. Okay, 12 lectures and 12 seminars. Okay.
Yes.
And after the 6th week, you will be given a week to submit your paper, and after the final, after the 12th week lecture, you will be given 1 week again. So for 14 weeks, you have to work in order to pass this examination, in order to pass the research skills module. Am I clear now?
Okay, so it means like during. Okay,
yeah, after 6th week and after 12th week, you will be given 1 week to prepare your paper to submit to the system.
And when the semester ends?
Okay.
Approximately, I know that there is no specific date.
Okay. After you submit your paper, teachers will be given 2 weeks to check. So for 2 weeks we have to announce. Yeah. We have to inform about your results to the system, and from the system you will know about the results.
Yeah. And my final question is, when this academic year will finish?
Academic
I know
year.
it's 1 year, but when specifically, like on the May or in June?
Okay, I work here as a part-time teacher.
Yeah.
I am here only 1 day. And
So you haven't been working here before?
Yeah. I don't know exactly. As a master student, you have to submit your master thesis, master dissertation, whatever it's called. Your paper. You have to submit it by, if I'm not wrong, by the middle of August next year. Yeah, I mean, the students who entered master level last year are going to have their diploma soon, these days. So after 12 months, maybe in September next year, you will have your diploma.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah. This means, okay, you have to work 12 months. Okay? Questions related to plagiarism?
Plagiarism. I
Yeah.
have a question.
Yes, please.
A lot of teachers, also students, use the information from the internet
Okay.
to write their research paper as an introduction or
Okay.
studies.
Okay.
What extent do you look at this stage?
Okay.
But it's equal to plagiarism or no?
Okay. During our research skills, hopefully we will have 1 week about how to find the reliable information. First, you have to be able to find a reliable information. The information taken from the website is not considered by the teacher as reliable information. So you have to try to refer to papers from scientific journals or to books, not to website. If the percentage of the website in your references list is high, okay, the teacher might consider that your paper was not written well. This is the first part of my answer. And can you repeat your question again about plagiarism? What the point? I didn't catch.
For example,
Mm.
to create a new paper,
Okay.
usually I use the statistics from the internet, statistics
Okay.
information, or number, or
Okay. Okay.
international scale. So
Okay.
it's actually plagiarism.
Yes, it will be plagiarism.
No. Okay.
answer's name.
Okay. It can be considered plagiarism. It may not be considered plagiarism. It depends on you. Okay. If you are copying the text as was assessed by the original authors, okay, it is considered plagiarism. But if you express your own idea, okay, the level of, for example, A factor or B factor was this percent or that percent, and here the color is not red, it is green or violet. Okay, the teacher should consider it's not plagiarism.
Or you can also take photo, like screenshot.
No.
No, of the data, let's say tables, data,
No.
like statistics.
No.
No?
No.
In the last paper, we can enter the resources.
Yes, exactly. Okay, how are you going to explain what was shown in that image? Screenshot. Okay, it's not a kind of respectful approach to submitted paper to teachers. Okay, you are showing the screenshot and you are not doing anything. What is it you are required to do? You are required to express your own ideas. Okay? For example, I pay more attention to the idea what the student is thinking, what the student considers. The text is very plain. The student is taken from artificial intelligence somewhere, and I have an intention not to help him or. But the student's idea is not very plain, but he generated the idea by themselves. And for teachers, we also have our responsibility to be honest. So, in which case is better for the teacher to have, to support, okay, the second case. That's why I strongly recommend you not to use screenshots. Because I had an experience, some of the students used the screenshot of the text. And if it's a screenshot, it's not a digital information. It's not text, and the system cannot catch that information. Whether it was copied or not. And the teacher is not stupid at that level that he cannot consider that. Yeah, I didn't mean you mean that, but any case.
Yeah, but if we were, let's say, I think the student which we are talking about, he just tried to avoid the plagiarism by just screenshotting like the whole page to avoid like this detection. What she meant about this is statistics, for example, tables, because sometimes they usually are also detected. But when you like using this picture, we should mention that it was a picture, like picture number 1, picture number 2, and then describe it.
Okay, good question actually. Let me ask you some questions. Do you know how to calculate statistical analysis?
We can use official data from the government.
Okay, the point is, I repeat it again, the teacher wants to understand your opinion. What is your intention to show the statistics calculated by someone? Okay, if you don't know how to calculate the statistics, what is your point to show it to the teacher as you know? Many of the professors at higher educational universities do not know the essence of, for example, how the t-test is carried out, t-test analysis. This is quite strong.
Statistics, yeah, it's like statistics.
Yeah, statistics is another point. If we are talking about statistics, okay, there is no need to show the statistics. That's why you need to understand what we are going to submit. Okay, if you are going to submit the statistics, you need to understand it. If you do not understand how to calculate it, okay, you don't need to cheat the teacher. This is the point, okay? And others have more experience than me, trust me. Not all. Many of the full staff teachers here know this thing is much better than me. This is my opinion. Maybe they have intention to support you, but in general, okay, you need to understand. Again, you have to generate your own idea and you have to submit your own idea. Can we can we go back, please? Okay. You are going to generate your own idea based on this text. How are you going to do it? You are going to express your own idea of these 5 sentences. 4 sentences. Of these 4 sentences. Yeah, this is about academic reassessment. How are you going to generate your own idea? Okay, difficult question. Let me give you my own recommendation. What are written here? 3 different points about the appeal. Yes? As bachelor or master student, the students have to generate, have to formulate, have to develop their own idea, like 1 sentence based on 5, 6 sentences. Did you understand it? The point is, okay, you might write a sentence like the penalty applied by the panel was unreasonable or unfair, or you are using 5 words from this 10-word sentence. That will be the generated text by you based on 1 sentence. You understand it? So this is actually not a very good idea. Can we go up? Okay, this is about up, this. Here, yeah, this can be better. For example, if I want to generate my own idea based on this text, I need to read the text all, and then I have to develop my own understanding. Yeah. If you generate your own understanding, you are not going to use this sequence of many words. If you are using the sequence of many words, that means you are generating your own idea based on 1 sentence, not the whole sentence, not the whole paragraph. Okay? This is the point.
It's not big plagiarism.
Yes, it will be called as plagiarism, yes. This is the point. In Uzbek, I prepared many video lessons how to write the paper and on YouTube. I believe you will find very useful information about it. There is one video about how to efficiently use the website to generate your own idea. The conclusion there is not to use the websites. You understand? Because the system anyway will catch you. Because I generated some text and I generated my own text and I used those web pages to change to modify the text, and those modified texts were checked in the Turnitin. All those texts were found as plagiarizing or artificial intelligence used text. That's why, okay, those things are not going to help you. One more thing. Have you heard about GPT-0.me website?
No. ChatGPT.
No. GPT-0. That will help the teachers to find whether the text was generated using artificial intelligence. Okay, I, for example, used that text. Last year, one student who did not continue her work used the information, artificial intelligence, and she considered that I cannot catch, but I caught her. That's why, okay, you are given like 28 million soon from the budget to study here, yeah? That's why the teachers are required to give you good knowledge. If the teachers will support you with plagiarized text, okay, they are going also to be punished. And maybe I am one of the strict teachers with plagiarism. So again, you have to be very much careful. Some more questions?
Questions?